everything, you know it. King already, you know it. Top everything, you know it. King already, you know it. My body's so good, king already. Body gon' shine, bling, bling, take one move, take one.
Women's work has been deemed invisible. Yet women's work is real work, which by the way make all other work possible. So when your mommy come here in the morning, the beds are made, she allow you to go to school and learn and come back and be something, whatever you want to be. The law has excluded domestic workers from real protection as workers. Domestic workers are excluded from the definition of employee, even though there are 200,000 of us in New York doing the work to support our families. So here's what. We come here and we work to support, here's what. We're supporting our families in the States. We're supporting our families in Haiti, Trinidad, Barbados, Guyana, Antigua, Nepal, Southeast Asia, the Philippines. And then we're supporting the families we work for. And then we're sending home barrels of clothing to the children we have left behind and our families member were left behind to exist. That's 3 families. So you can imagine getting less than the minimum wage. Women are working beyond 40 hours a week. That's a lot of work. 44, thank you, Paula. 44 hours, that's a lot of work. The rich man don't work 44 hours. He stands on the corner and he makes a call to China and he reaps about $1 million in 1 hour. While the nut vendor who's selling nuts to him, next to him, has to stand up there from what? 6 in the morning to midnight to make just a sliver what he make and doesn't even make it. The guy who's you see selling nuts at the corner, right here on Nostrand Avenue, you walk up and down Nostrand Avenue and you see him with his little nut vendor. Yet the man in the jacket and tie comes out and makes a call to Japan, China, wherever these conglomerates are, and make $1 million. And we work for those people. Hello.
And like Christine was saying, this is all by design. You know, do you guys know what an empire is? So the US is very much an empire that goes into other countries and destabilizes them and then makes it necessary for people in other countries, because of what the US does in them, to have to leave their homes and work here, right? For the opportunity to work in the US. But without the US doing all the nonsense that it's done, the racist and capitalist stuff that it's done everywhere in the world, there would be no need for people to leave their homes and to come here. And then once people come here, they're taken advantage of. Like Christine was saying with the people who work for diplomats, Sometimes your employers hold your papers. Like they hide your passport from you, literally like holding you hostage. So you can't go back home and you have to work until they say you don't anymore. I guess, are there any questions from you all before we keep going?
Isn't that a form of indentured slavery?
Yeah. Yeah.
The same system, but wording change, action change.
Yeah.
But it's the same system.
Same system. But you see, the important part of that system is just the meander of this topic here right now. You see, when the pandemic hit, and what happened to Trayvon, George Floyd, Ahmaud Arbery, and Breonna Taylor, while the system remains the same, we say different, same toilet, just different days or different dump, something like that. Here's what. To get the shift in it or the changes, community came together. Was no politicians did that. Communities came together and agitated. You understand what I say when I say agitate? You all understand? What? You all understand what I say agitate? Communities coming together. Huh?
Go against the system.
Yeah. Well, standing together. That's what I'm saying to the youth here. You know, it's not me without you, but it's standing together, agitating, so that, hear what? They could have charged those guys, right? The policemen who kneel on George Floyd's neck. They didn't go free. Even though the penalty was kind of slim, they still had to be held accountable. So when we stand together as a community, in spite of whatever it is going on, we're going to get action. And I'm going to tell you how we got action.
Yeah. What are some examples of how we can come together?
Right. So because women were hurting in the workplace, like I said before, I reiterate, women were working really long hours, subjected to abuse. We, Domestic Workers United organization, was there for those women. And they came to us. And we started to organize from 2003 to 2010 and organize for Domestic Workers' Bill of Rights. Going to Albany from 2003, right, to 2010, agitating for Bill of Rights collectively with other migrant groups in this country. Now, a lot of folks thought this was impossible because who are these immigrant women to come in the United States to go up to Albany lawmakers to change laws? My father used to say to me, you're playing with fire, you know, you go in a man's country to help change his law. But we did it. And collectively, we got a Domestic Workers' Bill of Rights passed in New York State, the first of its kind. And that, let me just say this to you all, that is historical in nature. Yes, and it requires, because that somebody asked, as Vanessa asked how we did it, we went to lobby Albany from 2003 to 2010. Going up to Albany, night and day, performing in the streets, spending nights by City Hall, you know, drawing attention to women who work in the homes and then standing up for what is right. And so we got the Domestic Workers' Bill of Rights passed. Would you know that when we got that Bill of Rights passed, other states went for their own Bill of Rights? So I think at this juncture, we have about 12 states who have gotten their Bill of Rights passed. And that is commendable. And just know that it started in New York. It started with us fighting diplomats, right? Who decided that they wanted to send their workers back to to Africa, and we say no, they're not gonna go here. You're gonna stay here, and you're gonna give them the reparation money. And you know how we did that? We went to actually shame those people. We went in front of their workspaces. We went in front of their homes with placards saying, "Up with the people, yay yay," and down with slavery, boom boom. Up with the people, and down with slavery, boom boom. Sending a clarion bell, sounding a bell, but going in front of these people's home fearlessly so. So I have a mantra that I say, and I want to share it with you all. When you fight, you win. I'm not talking about physical fight with the people out there, but standing up for what you believe in. That's right. Yeah, when you fight, you win, and you stay the course. So we got the Domestic Workers Bill of Rights passed in 2010.
Good afternoon. I'm here on this conference. My name is Anthony. Everybody know me as Big Tony Joseph. I'm the president of the United States Steelman Association.
To add to what you're saying, basically, and at the early ages of playing steel pan, you learn things like team building, communicative skills, because you got to work together to come to this one goal of achieving the music, whether it be for the competition or for performance-wise. So it's a great thing to help young kids get out of their comfort zone communicatively, because a lot of kids, they don't express themselves as well. And a next thing that personally as an educator I ran into only recently, there's a lot of people that are using the word autistic towards kids nowadays. It wasn't something I grew up with, home in the islands, nor early years being here, but since being in the classroom for the 4 or 5 years, okay, this kid's have autism, this kid. And to me, that's just an easy way of dismissing someone from learning how to communicate with that person. And that actually diffuses when you get into that steel band realm. Because once you reach in that room, you see the same person that gives all the problem in the class. As soon as he tries, all of a sudden he's excited because he got it. Then the next person next to him is influenced by that. So it kind of helps with, it's infectious, you know?
Black band in there. There was over 40 bands in Virginia alone. They are funded by the city, state, and they, Board of Ed, whatever. They have professors teaching them. But what they do is they go to Trinidad, learn the culture, goes back, and turn it now to where it benefits them.